Dan, I just wanted to know, 3 weeks sort of into this offensive stylistic changes, how are you liking the new system and your role in it?
I'm actually enjoying it a lot. It allows me to do a bunch of different things that I knew I could do because I always knew I was a football player and I was an athlete. So I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. So
Just one more follow-up to that. I remember watching you playing quarterback at Plain Edge, but where do you think the future of you as a football player position-wise kind of holds? Are you liking this tight end hybrid kind of role, or do you see something else in your cards?
Yeah, I would say like a hybrid tight end. Sort of like a Taysom Hill or a tight end, just full-time tight end. Like I'll do either one. So it's really whatever whatever coach wants, whatever team I'm on.
Athlete.
Look, Quint, you reached 1,000 yards today. What does that milestone mean to you?
It means the linemen, they came out here and did a great job, all season, not just today, and putting up those numbers, it showed. So I'm thankful for them.
For both of you, just how did Coach Campanelli approach practice this week? How did he kind of talk to you guys about staying focused and also addressing what had happened in the coaching change?
I mean, we just put the past behind us, and that's pretty much what he preached to us. And he said, we're going to practice 100% every single day, and we're going to win this game. So, Coach Campanelli didn't look back. He didn't flinch. And he rallied everybody, and he motivated us to go out there and play as hard as we can and fight. And we knew we were going to war today, and I wouldn't want to do it behind any other leader than him.
Yeah, the biggest thing, he made sure the whole team was on the same page and moving forward as one unit. And we knew if we did that, they would have a hard time beating us tonight, and that's what we did. We moved as a unit.
We're going to Tommy on the platform back.
Did it feel weird or different not having Coach Babers in practice this week, and how'd you move on from that?
Definitely felt weird. I'm only a sophomore. When I got here, Coach Babers was here, so, I always seen Coach Babers. So throughout the week, it felt a little weird, but, just wanted to round the guys up, and, we knew what we had to do today to get to this bowl game, so that's what we did as a unit.
It definitely felt weird. We love Coach Babers. But for me, I just said, man, I'm playing football every day. So I'm just focused on every single play, one at a time, and I'm going to play for the guys next to me. So.
This is for both players. Along those lines, you overcome a 5-game losing streak this year. You win 2 of your last 3 games without a healthy quarterback. What does it say about you guys that you were able to find your way into a bowl game now and you get to play a 13th game?
I feel as though that shows that, everyone on the team is has mental toughness, through adversity, we just still stick together. No matter if people point a finger at us, we still stick together. So we all got mental toughness, and it just showed.
Resilient. This whole team is resilient. And, we've been through a lot. And I'm just so glad we can go out there and get this win and play another game with these guys because this group is special and we're all really close and we have a great bond. So.
For Dan, Coach talked a little bit about Garrett getting more healthy, but it seemed like overall the passing schemes really opened up this week. Was there anything specifically that was done in practice or maybe with coaches that allowed you to get those open reads and make some plays?
No, we just knew there was going to be a time where they're going to start to load the box and play cover 0. So we're going to have to throw it behind those safeties. And I knew it was coming all week, and I was just glad I executed.
Back to Ashley.
The two of you specifically really put this offense on your back following the Pitt game. Was this something that when this was all pitched to you, you believed that you could make a bowl game all the way back then?
Definitely. I always knew we can win a bowl game and make it to a bowl game. We just being that mental toughness I was talking about, and holding, my brothers accountable, when you see them messing up or something like that, or even if I'm messing up, they'll get on me and I get on them, and just having that accountability between each other, it helps us build the chemistry as a team that we need to be.
And I always believe that we could do better things than a bowl game, and I think this team is really talented. I saw us as a 10-win team preseason, and but not everything goes your way, and we just kept fighting. We just kept showing up every day and playing, and I'm excited for this bowl game. I'm excited for the future.
Dan, how much credit do you give Coach Campanelli for your transformation?
I think he's the number one guy that holds me accountable. I get a lot of pats on the back when I make good plays, but he's that one dude who will tell me from what it is, and he's so real with me, and he tells me all the time, like, I want you to play on Sunday, so I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong every time, even if it's something little, and I'm grateful for him for that, because he always wants me to get better.
Jack and then go to Citrus and back.
This can be for both of you. With a coaching change on the horizon, what do you guys tell each other about the future of the program and you guys being on this team going forward?
Yeah, I try to tell the guys this week to just focus on this game and take it one practice at a time, one day at a time, and one game at a time. And I'm not even thinking about any of that stuff right now. I'm focused on winning a bowl game.
Yeah, same thing here. We came out here and did what we had to do. Now we got another game to prepare for, so our mind shouldn't even be on that.
Hey guys, this is for either of you. What did it mean to you? What did it mean to the team just to know that this isn't going to be the last game of the season for you, and more importantly for the seniors?
Yeah, it just means so much because of what we've been through this season. The ups and downs. We had high hopes preseason, a lot of injuries. A lot of things went south. Lost our coach, and it's only right to go to a bowl game and win this thing. So
definitely
happy for these guys.
Yeah.
Dan, can you just kind of take me through that 47-yard touchdown to Damian Alford, and what you're seeing on that play, and how you were reacting afterwards?
Right, they're playing zero, low safeties. Made the check. Coach made the check and just threw it over the top. And I saw Damian have one step on him, and I just let it fly. And man, that was so fun.
Blur.
Chris?
I know you guys said that you're trying to focus on the next game, which I respect, but the school probably has to make a decision pretty soon. And I wondered if there were any qualities in a candidate for your next full-time coach that you guys wanted.
Nah, I don't think. I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, we're not focused on that. We're just focused on
that's
the
kind
game.
of a hard question to answer. Like,
Has anybody asked you guys? I mean,
nah, that was the first. You got me by that. It's a good question though, definitely. Definitely great question.
This one's for both of you guys. I saw a lot of recruits or potential recruits come out today. Obviously with some uncertainty around the program. What does it mean to get a win in front of all of them and show them that Syracuse isn't going anywhere?
It meant a lot, the players, we putting in the work all season, all, week, just coming out here and executing that, and then everybody seeing that Syracuse is still here. It means a lot to us, and it means that we're part of the S, definitely. Like, the S means something.
We'll go to Dan in the second row here.
This is for each of you. You all made the decision to come to Syracuse, and now you have a 13th game. Just what it means to have that one more ride and that one more opportunity. When you reflect on hindsight 2020, making the decision to come to Syracuse, was it the right decision for each of you?
I think it feels great, man, and the reason it feels so good is because I love my teammates so much, man, and these guys fight so hard to win games. Like this dude to my left, man, like I say, everybody should play football like him. The dude gives 100% every single time you step on that field, and he's going to give it back. And it's just someone you want to fight for, So, I'm just thankful to play another snap with guys like LeQuint and Marlowe and the rest of them.
Definitely. just what Dan said, you know, putting it on the line for the next guy, and then just knowing how hard, you know, these two guys go, you know, every practice and just knowing the goals that we all got for ourselves and stuff like that. And we just know that we're going to help each other get to that goal, you know, even if you have a different goal but we're going to help each other get to that goal, and that's something we had to realize together.
These two guys right here that's sitting right here, it's the reason they're up here. They come in every single day, putting their work in, and like we see how the game is going. LaQuint getting 25 carries, him getting hit by 4 guys every single play, but he's coming back 100% every single time. The same thing with Dan, having a passing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. They just been working, and that's just the motto around the whole locker room. So I just love these guys 100%.
Mario back.
Marlo, as one of the leaders of this football team, what's these last 5 days been like for you?
I mean, it's been different, something that none of us had to go through, but Coach Nuns, he kept it fun. He had a long meeting with the captains. We just wanted to make sure that we kept it fun and just keep the energy out. We didn't want nobody putting their heads down or anything like that, but we just kept on going. And Dan also, he stepped up to the challenge. He stepped up and became a big leader.
Definitely.
Just making sure everybody was just locked in and that we was going to win this game 100%.
Dan, you talk a lot about wanting to win an ACC championship, your preseason expectations of being a 10-win team. What do you think has to change, or what do you think that the guys in this locker room can do to help you guys attain that next year?
I would just say a couple culture things, a couple discipline things that I don't want to get into, but the talent is there, 100%. And
Definitely.
just some other things that got to be fixed up. And because, you know, I came from Michigan, so I definitely saw how, you know, a great program operates. And yeah, just a couple things, but I feel like it's going to be turned around.
We'll go to Citrus in the back and then to Wyatt right here.
Marlo, this is for you. How many interactions had you had with Coach Nunzio, and you know, just did you know him before this week at all, really?
Of course I knew him, but not too many interactions. But I spent a lot of time with Dan. Dan talked very, very, very high of him, and a lot of guys, a lot of tight end room, a lot of guys around the locker room talk very high of him, saying that he's a real genuine person. Like, he'll lean on you, but he'll come back, talk to you, make sure that you're good, a real genuine person. And I knew he was going to step into the job and just make sure we'd be good, because I told you how we had that long captain's meeting and how he just laid it all down to us, how he wanted it to go. I knew we was going to rock and roll this week.
This is for all you guys. Obviously, Garrett, you know, playing through some discomfort there. What does it mean to you guys and to the team that he was able to put on that kind of a performance and fight through pain like that?
And shout out to Garrett. He's a warrior. You know, obviously he could sit out and rest and get ready for the NFL, but he wants to keep fighting with us, and he wants us to win. So, you know, he's not a vocal leader, but he'll show you. He'll show you how he leads. And I'm just so grateful for him.
Yeah, me too. You know, mad respect to Garrett. You know, fighting through even way before even Pitt, since the beginning, Colgate, he been fighting. You know, and just, you know, riding the guys around him and stuff like that, and just leading the guys. That's why he got the C on his chest.
Yeah, his career hasn't been going how he wanted to this past season. I mean, just fighting through injuries and things like that, but he's still been coming in every single day, just keeping his faith in God and just keeping his faith in the team, and coming back every single day, just do what he can do every single week on the field.
Marlo, you walked tonight for senior night. I guess just have you fully made up your mind yet about whether you're coming back for another year or not?
No, I haven't made my mind up, but I'm just worrying about this bowl game right now.
So you're planning to play in the bowl game then? You're not going to opt out?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
Whoa, man, we going bowling. We'll take a couple more for these guys before Garrett gets
Yeah.
Anybody got them for these guys? We'll go to Josh right here.
LaQuint, this one specifically for you. You talked about the players-only meeting that you had. Do you feel like that was like a pivotal point? And another one, do you think, what kind of personal responsibility did you take as underclassmen to make sure guys like Marlo, you know, had another game, a bowl game in them?
Hold on, I'm sorry. Can you ask that one more time? Just one more time, I'm sorry.
With the players-only meeting, you know, did you see that like a pivotal point in turning around the season? You know, as an underclassman, how big of a personal responsibility did you take in making sure that guys like Marlo got another bowl game under their belt?
I wasn't in the player meeting.
It was captain's meeting.
Yeah, I was in the captain's meeting. You know, I'm kind of like a leader on the team, but I don't got to see on my chest yet. You know, so I just try to do what I got to do for the team and stuff like that. But definitely, I was just that been on my mind, just all the seniors and just everything happening. You know, I tell the guys like, we can't let the seniors go out like this. You know, we gotta put all on the line, whether that's blood, sweat, and tears for them guys. You know, 'cause this the last thing they're gonna remember. So I just was telling the guys we gotta put it all on the line, all the underclassmen. You know, and that's what we did tonight. And we moved as one unit for these guys.
Last question for these guys, go to Anthony, and then we'll get Garrett up here.
Dan, you mentioned culture a little bit. Do you feel like there's a good culture and like that Coach Babers instilled here?
I want to move on from any questions about Coach Babers. I love Coach Babers, and I'm just focused on this bowl game.
All right, questions for
Got
Garrett
some
Schrader?
props.
Garrett, what did it take for you to get ready to play this week? How intense was your rehab and what it took to be able to put on the performance that you did?
Yeah, I mean, a huge credit to Brandon Hall and our training staff, and they work with me around the clock just so I can get to where I'm feeling good, and Dr. Battaglia. But it was it was just bad timing, so it worked out to where I could go out and play. I probably could have done a little bit more last week, but it would have been smart. So it's a timing deal, and but huge credit to them to get me right to where I could go out and play and felt comfortable playing, not putting myself at risk. So.
Go to Mario and back.
Pain tolerance aside, what have these last 5 days been like with a coaching change and having to, come together as a team and get this win today?
It's been hectic, and it's been a lot of chaos initially, but I mean, there's a lot of peace around the team at the same time because, I mean, really not much has changed, just the way the structure of our Coach Babers ran everything. It was a pretty smooth transition, and that's one thing that we've looked on though. But everything that he instilled in us, we kept. And but I mean, just a credit to our seniors and the leaders on this team, and they really carried us this week. And it was a tough game. It was fun, but I'm glad we came out with a win.
Emily right after that.
Garrett, your teammates said that you could have gotten ready for the NFL, you could have sat out, you could have just kind of taken care of yourself, but you came in, showed that leadership, and you were there for them. Just how important it was for you to ride this out all the way to the end and to be there with your team and fight to get back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had a lot of different voices in my ear just in terms of what I should do and regarding my career. But there's too many guys on this team that work too hard. And but I'm grateful for them. I mean, I wanted to send these guys out the right way. And a lot of guys beat up, man, but we were able to get it done, so I'm happy for them.
Garrett, Coach Campanelli kind of joked that he didn't know that you were going to be able to go until after the game had started, and then talked really highly of you. I guess just did you have to convince him or Coach Beck, like, hey, I really want to play this game, or were they all in on letting you go tonight?
No, it was they were definitely everything's built around me not playing, and then there was some stuff I told them that I was going to play and I was ready to. And last week we kind of had the same thing. It was more built on me not playing, and then whatever I could do, I'd jump in there and do that. But no, I mean, this week I wanted to play. It was my last game, guaranteed game of football I'll get. So, I mean, I was grateful. We got it done, and didn't expect it to go like that. We threw a couple touchdowns. It was like, where has that been all year? You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm proud of the guys, the way we fought, and it was an awesome way to finish.
Go right in front and then double your yard for that.
Garrett, I noticed on that first offensive drive, you kind of started with 2 gloves on, and then after that you went to no gloves. I was wondering if there was any significance behind that, or if that kind of plays into the indecision about whether or not you were going to be full go today, throwing the ball wise?
No. I mean, it was kind of fun to have him on, threw a touchdown pass, and they're like, oh, shoot, you know, we can throw the ball a little bit. And the next drive, I came with him off and go out and run it. Just, there was no rhyme or reason to it. And I wish I took him off on a couple of the throws. Probably could have made a little bit better passes, but I mean, just added into trying to make fake tendencies, I guess, but there was no rhyme or reason to it.
Garrett, this was your last home game here in Syracuse, and it seems like you're emotional about the win. What does this win mean for you? You know, why the emotion?
Yeah, I mean, man, it was last game of football that we'd had guaranteed, and I had a lot of different people tell me to do a lot of different things in terms of just my health. So, but I mean, there's so many guys that work so hard, and they deserve it. So I'm blessed to be here, grateful for the guys that we had, and I'm just glad we were able to pull it out and get a win.
Okay, a couple more for Garrett. We'll go to Josh first.
Garrett, going off that, a guy, you know, originally from North Carolina, coming up here from Mississippi State, can you just reflect on your Syracuse career and what it means to you?
Yeah, it has definitely been the road less traveled for me, and I've been a journeyman. Get to Mississippi State, started as a freshman, playing a bunch of games, and then your coach gets fired, new staff comes in, don't really get much of an opportunity. You know, we were 1-5, 1-6 when I transferred, and just never really got a chance the way it worked out. So, and then I come here, had to compete, and ended up starting right when I got here, and but saw the potential. And I came here because of Coach Babers, and so he was a huge part in getting me here, and that's why I came here. So, and then compete, got a chance to play a little bit, and then last year it's just been slowly building. It hadn't been what we wanted to, and you look back to 21, it's like we won 5-7, we lost 4 games by 3 points. You know, overtime games. Last year we go 6-0. I mean, we're falling apart. It's the same story this year. You know, you lose your 2 best receivers before week 2, and then 2 of your starting offensive linemen. It's like trying to struggle to battle, and you see it when we get to conference play. So, and this year, just same exact thing. You know, it's kind of been that story, and but there's no way you'd rather have it. It wouldn't be as fun if it was that easy. So, but I'm just glad we were able to get a bowl game, and it hadn't been done here in a while, I guess. And but yeah, you were coming into the season, we're going to be a conference contender, and then dude just started getting hurt. It's like, well, shoot, how do we win the game? So, but I'm glad we finished strong, and I'm proud of these guys and grateful for them, and it's been a heck of a ride, and I'm grateful for all the good people I met up here.
Last 2, we'll go Taylor, then finish with Brent here on the end.
Yeah, so obviously a very big emotional win today, a lot of ups and downs, like even just this week and this season. What do you think making this bowl means to the team and how it speaks to their resilience this year?
Yeah, I mean, we started off strong, and then we hit a slump, and then, just guys getting beat up, and you're sitting in those meetings, you're like, what are we going to do? Just trying to find a way. And we've been here before, though, so we ended up coming out with this Wildcat stuff, trying to go out and run the ball, and especially against teams that have good run defenses. And so we're able to do that, but it's just the constant being persistent and always, nobody on this team ever for a second gave up. And I mean, a couple of times we're put in bad positions, guys aren't making plays. It's just, but throughout the course of the year, it's just staying steady, and we knew that we were at a huge disadvantage, and it's just fighting to claw, trying to find something that can work, and it's awesome to see it come to full completion this week and be able to get that 6th win. But I mean, I'm just proud of the way that these guys fought, and a lot of guys out of position, being really unselfish, especially in the receiver room, because we're just trying to make things work. And you got guys like LeQuint and Dan stepping up, offensive line that's been playing their butts off the past couple of weeks. So put all that together, and the defense, I mean, they're struggling a little bit today. They bent, but they didn't break, and then they came up huge with that stop right at the end of the game, and we were able to go and run the clock out. So, it was awesome to see that.
And last question to Brent.
Garrett, you said it there. You've been through a coaching change. This is a program that's now in transition? What would your advice be to your teammates on how to go through a coaching transition?
I mean, be patient. And, you know, it was different for me because we had the COVID year. But that's what I tell those guys. Be patient and wait it out and see. But at the end of the day, I mean, you have to do – and we have a lot of unselfish guys on this team. So, but at the end of the day, do what's best for you. And I waited out probably a little longer than I should have. Mississippi State, but I mean, I just wanted to play football and contribute, and it was fun. But at the end of the day, you know, wouldn't get an opportunity, and you know, we weren't doing very well. So, but yeah, be patient with those guys. I mean, just wait it out. And in the meantime, we got a ton of opportunity in front of us. We got one more game, so there's gonna be a lot of camaraderie being built, and guys knowing that we get one more extra week or one more extra game, and then a whole extra month of football. So. But just wait it out. I'm sure the smoke will clear soon, and then. But I mean, I'm grateful for Coach Babers and all that for him providing that opportunity to me. And all these, nobody in this facility would be here without him. So, you know, I'll sing his praises. He's my favorite coach I played for, and you know, I understand the business side of it, but you know, him and his family have been awesome to me, and just giving me the opportunity, and just the guy that he was. But yeah, be patient, guys, and we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll go win one more game. In the meantime, then after that, you can figure out, and based on the decisions that are made, what's best for you and your career and your family. So, but in the meantime, let's get one more football game, and we got plenty to look forward to, and we got everything we need. We know all the guys in the room. That's what matters, and so just keep that mentality, and then go from there.
Sorry if I missed this earlier, but did you get a chance to talk to Coach Babers this week?
Yeah, I did. And I won't say much about that, but you know, I'll sing his praises. I'm grateful for all that he's done for me and provided me the opportunity to come here. And I mean, I get it, but you know, he's definitely my favorite coach I've played for. And now, yeah, this is my technically fourth head coach in college, 5 offensive coordinators. So it's always I'm used to this, but I mean, I'm grateful for the guys that we have, and that's what makes it. And so yeah.